Hello everyone, welcome to the studio. Steven here. I'm super excited to get back to painting. I kind of got out of the painting loop for about a week because I actually injured my hand, so that's why I haven't got any video out recently. But I'm super excited because we're going to take a very small canvas, about an 8 by 10 inch, and we're going to use acrylics and paint a close-up of a window, maybe like a snowy window with a candle in it or something like that. So let's jump into it and have some fun and see what kind of things we can learn. So the colors we're going to be using today are titanium white, raw umber, burnt umber, raw sienna, cad red light hue, cad yellow deep hue, phthalocyanine blue, and Mars black. So let's get stuck into it. First, I'm going to take this fan brush here and I'm going to just wet it with a little bit of water so that my paint consistency is nice and thin. I'm going to take some of that raw sienna and start toning my canvas here. So the idea is just to cover the entire canvas with just a nice layer of that warm brown. And once it's dry, which it'll dry pretty quick because it's acrylic, I'm going to take this brush here and a little bit of that raw umber and this ruler just so I can get some nice straight lines, and I'm going to sketch out my window. And basically it's pretty simple. I'm just making some rough lines here with my paint, and I'm using the ruler to kind of measure just generally the sides of where the window is going to be, just so that I can get it directly in the center of the canvas. Down there you see I have a phone with my reference photo, and the idea is not to copy exactly your reference photo, but I actually had kind of two different reference photos that I was using to get inspiration and different ideas from, so that I could construct my own unique painting. Taking a little bit of a bigger brush and I'm putting on some light brown paint, which is going to end up having a little bit of a gray tone later on. But the idea was to have a stucco wall. So that's what I'm going for here. And now that we have our sketch, we're just going to simply fill it all in. And remember, we're going to go from simple to more complex. That's the idea when we're starting out. Just get your general shapes, your general colors on, and then you just layer upon layer upon layer, getting more complex and detailed as you go. right here, I did something that I've done before when I want exact lines on my painting. I just cut a few strips of yarn and taped them over my canvas on the table, and so I can actually trace on one side of each strip of yarn so that I get the window exactly the way I want it. And just keep in mind when you're doing that you are tracing them on one side of the yarn, so it's going to be a little bit over from where you have your strips of yarn. And right here, I am taking a clean brush and just putting a little bit of that yellow paint on it, keeping it all dry, and just taking it and smudging it over where the candle is going to be, where the flame rather is going to be, and it creates a nice dry brush effect where it looks like the candle is just glowing in the window. I'm going to use the same dry brush technique right here, only I'm going to be using titanium white to create the illusion of reflections in the window, because obviously it's glass and I don't want to go overboard. So you notice I am using a little bit of that brown paint to kind of paint over some spots a little bit, and just a few finishing highlights here on the curtains and on the snow there, all the places basically that are closest to the candle, and we're just about finished.
Well, the painting is finished, and I really enjoyed having you with me in the studio today. It was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more painting videos later on. Until next time, God bless you guys. We'll see you later.